This song came out of a challenge simply called God Songs. The brief was to write a song simply about God, where the focus is fully and totally on Him and not on us. There's a trend within a lot of worship music where I and me can appear to carry more weight than Him. And so this was an antidote to that. A month to focus our songs on songs which simply worship God for who He is. Now, I had great fun writing this song. I used all sorts of approaches that I'd never used before, and it really appealed to me both as a songwriter and as a bit of a geek. So I have a tendency to put in place an overly complex rhyme scheme in the songs, and once that's locked in, I struggle to move away from it. But the one I decided on for this was where pretty much every end word of the line was a noun that ended in ER. So I didn't really need to worry about what went in the first part of those words, as every word ending in rhymes with every other word ending in And that was quite a liberating breakthrough. I then started to think about ways in which we could describe God's character, His work, His heart. And how could I do this in ways that maybe we hadn't done before? Not just for the sake of it, but to try and find a fresh way to express some well-established truths. Once I'd exhausted my own creativity and started to draw a bit of a blank, maybe about 50 phrases in, I invited some of my other songwriting community to join in, and they started to send some additional thoughts through. And here's where the geeky bit came in. I shortlisted perhaps the 40 that I thought were the freshest. I needed just 18 for the final song. And then I got in touch with a bunch of people and asked them to rate each one as love it, it's okay, or I hate it. And then I collated all of these responses on Excel to work out which ones had connected with people the most. And then that formed the final shortlist. These were typed and printed, and each individual phrase cut out as I assembled each verse almost like a jigsaw. Which phrases linked together, which ones should go before others in terms of process? How could the song flow? What probably sounds like quite an administrative process was actually worship in and of itself. Here I was literally surrounded with loads of 6-syllable phrases that each captured an element of who God is. And I had a chance to put them together to tell part of a larger story about who He is. Sitting between the verses is just a really simple chorus that is chance for us as worshippers to breathe out and respond to working through truth after truth of who God is. What does it lead us to? It leads us to worship. So the chorus is simply, you deserve all the worship. You deserve it all. I still have the document saved somewhere on my laptop, so if you're curious about the ones that ended up on the cutting room floor, if you're desperate for a verse 4, you think there should be a follow-up, let me know, or send me your own fresh ideas. I'm not anticipating this song will teach you anything more about who God is, but I'm hoping it will help you to connect with some of those aspects of who He is in a new way, which will lead you to respond in worship.